Hey, good afternoon. This is John from Two Doves Bees and Gardens. Thank you for coming to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit of information. You might see I've got a deep hive body here, and we're getting ready to pick up some bee packages tomorrow. 3 pounds of bees and a queen. And I'm going to video that and we'll show you how we deal with that. But today I'm getting ready for those bees. The reason why we're getting some packages, back on February 14th, the day after my birthday, Dallas, Fort Worth, North Texas, and a large section of the country had a major freeze. It's really unusual for us here in North Texas. And I lost some bees. I lost a lot of bees, a lot of beehives. So I'm gonna be starting some new ones, and we're gonna get them going. And I'm gonna share all the information along the way. So that's what we're kind of getting ready for today. Because I lost some bees, I have some advantages to starting from fresh, from ground zero. For example, I've got some frames that's got this. You can see this has got just a little bit of drawn comb on it, not a ton, but I also have fully drawn frames of wax that the bees that used to be in a hive actually built out. So you can see this is one that's frameless. No wires. The bees built that out all by themselves. You might notice there's a little bit of honey left in there that didn't get robbed out, and probably a little bit of moss, mold, and the bees that we'll be putting into this box will clean that up. So I'm going to give each of the ones that I'm starting at least 4 frames of drawn comb. So that's a really good start for them. The other thing I wanted to show you is how we if we were to start brand new, how we prepare our frames. You can see this is a brand new frame, never been used, never been in a beehive, and this is some processed wax that I processed from I don't know, a year or 2 ago. It still smells really good, by the way. Honeycomb and wax from your hives has a really good smell to it. I don't know what it is. But it smells really good. So what I do is basically it's kind of like a crown, and I just rub along the frames and pop that a little bit. Just kind of rub this around on the frame, on the foundation, and really kind of coat it. I mean, the frames, they come pre-waxed. There's some wax on them. You can feel it if you touch it. You can feel it on your fingers. But I like to give the frames a really good coating of wax. The really good part about that is that it starts the bees off with something. They've got some extra wax there. They can harvest it and use it and reform it. The other positive is that it smells like bees, and the bees that I'm putting in here will, besides the drawn comb, if this were brand new, it would smell like bees, and give them another reason to stick around in the hive that I'm gonna put them in. So really just kind of coat this around all over the place. You might have seen other people, they talk about taking your wax and melting it, using a paint roller, and I've done that before. It works really well. The downside to that is that you waste a lot of wax, and those paint rollers, like the spongy ones, they soak up a lot of wax, so you lose a lot of it. And doing it this way, I don't lose very much wax. I process it and make a crown out of it. Actually, this is from a little Dixie cup. I put it into a little Dixie cup and make nice little crowns out of it. So basically, we just kind of coat this up really well. I'm not going to keep going. I'll show you ones that we've already done. Like here's a really good example. You can see it's nice and coated on there, and the bees will really find that something good to use. So we'll just put that in there. We'll give the bees at least 4 frames, some empties, and then we're also going to give the package bees a frame of food, a frame feeder. So we'll give them some food to get them started. Once all that's together, I put all the drawn comb here in the middle, and that'll let the queen start laying. They'll clean it, and she'll start laying right away. It gives them a really good head start. This I'm doing for my protection, my safety, for the queen. It's basically an entrance queen excluder. I can put that on there, and I know that the queen's not going to go anywhere. Let them lay up and keep the hive there, and less risk of absconding from a new package. So that's pretty much it. We're just gonna load this up with some frames. And this one's already processed. And then put it all together, inner cover. I always mark mine this side up, so I use the same side every time, and we'll go from there. The other thing I'm using are the Be Smart Design Ultimate Hive Cover. I really like these things. I had a video on it earlier on the channel. If you haven't had a chance to look that up, take a look. But I'm going to give them one of these as well. And that's going to be the setup, at least to start. We're going to change some things up after they get established, but that's kind of what we're doing. That's how we're going to set them up for tomorrow with the bee packages. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you for coming and checking this out. If you have any comments or questions, love to hear them. I answer everything and answer all the comments and questions, and we love talking to you. Anyway, thanks again. This has been John at 2 Does Bees. If you get a chance, like and subscribe to the video, and share it if you get a chance. That's, helps us out, helps us get our message out, and we really appreciate it. Again, have a great day.